I came to Lake Forest this morning to a house that, while it appears much older, is actually only 10 years old. It was intentionally made to look like something from Normandy or something that had been here in Lake Forest for a very long time. This is Jeannie Emmert, who is the Caldwell Banker agent selling it for the owners. And Jeannie, they had a very particular plan in mind, didn't they, when they built?
Yes, they wanted an estate from Normandy, thus the apple trees that are characteristic of the region. And they wanted the house to look like it had been here forever, though it was just built in 2001.
Well, I think I told you. I was in this room years ago when the house was new, and I've thought about these beams so many times since. I've seen a lot of houses, but these always come back in my memory. This is really a remarkable creation, this one room.
This is very special, and it's one of the few houses, Liederbach has done a couple of these houses. They shopped for an orchard of trees so that all of the wood throughout the house would have the same characteristics. I think it's like a big hug.
Oh, it is, it is. And you mentioned throughout the house, there are beamed ceilings in the dining room, the kitchen, all the way through this floor. Then we've got this big bay and other places where the house really opens out into this landscape. I think we said, what, 3 acres?
3.8 acres, and it's a field of dreams. The wildflowers in the summer come in. One week they may be yellow, the next week they may be pink.
I'd be eager to see those colors out there later. Coming back in, from this room, we look above the dining room, there's this overlook. That's part of the master suite.
That's part of the master suite, where they can enjoy the living room and this beautiful architecture when they're sitting in their master suite. There's a fireplace up there also.
And then that goes back, the bedrooms sort of reach back from here,
There's
right?
a secret door to the master, which is in back of that room.
Secret door in the paneling, right? And then the master stretches through. I like the way, though this is a very large house, it's a relatively small bedroom, and then a series of rooms for the bath, so that you're not in some big palace, but in a place that you can actually use.
Right. It's a large master bedroom looking out into the wildflowers in the summer, the landscape with walking trails. And then there's 4 additional en-suite bedrooms.
And beyond that, there's also an apartment over the garage,
There's a
right?
studio apartment over the garage where if you have live-in help or in-laws come to visit or something, they have their own private little area.
Terrific. Let's go see the kitchen, which it has to serve this entire house. Let's go on in and see. On the way in, we probably should mention this flooring, which is gorgeous and has a lot of history.
It's a 300-year-old reclaimed tile from France that they went and found and had brought over.
Wow.
This is probably one of my favorite areas.
You can imagine sitting over there
Yeah,
and reading
yeah.
while somebody's over here cooking.
Yeah, it's such a welcome, hospitable home.
Oh, it really is. You know, you mentioned in the living room the idea of a big hug. I
Yeah,
think both
yeah,
of these, both
yeah.
ends of this room.
It's such a warm, inviting home.
Yeah, they really sort of embrace you.
Yeah.
And tell me about this. This enormous piece of furniture is not actually furniture, but
No, it was built special to house the refrigerator and the freezer, and they had the clock inset.
terrific. It looks like it might have come out of a Norman manor somewhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very French in feel and very utilitarian. It works so well. The drawers go both ways. And
The drawers go both ways, out into the breakfast room. Oh, that's neat.
the house is very elegant but very comfortable.
You know, I think the thing that says that best is these glass cabinets here. I mean, this is the
Yeah,
sort of thing that might be
yeah.
in your grandma's bungalow, but they're also in this nice sort of manorial house. It's terrific.
And this exquisite southern exposure where you
Yeah.
get sun all year long and throughout the house.
Now, next to us here, beyond us, speaking of the south face of the house, is the family room, which is also a very, very comfortable room. Another fireplace.
Another fireplace.
And then we go off farther past the family room to a beautiful screen
Porch that they use through October in the fall. And there's a fern garden out there and a perennial garden. It's just a fabulous place to be.